sports. It's in the game.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on our home team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Still moving. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and 9. Brissett going to move him around here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after him early, right? Take away.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He may go. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Brissett sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA. Now a 2nd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Brissett going to move him around here. They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and 8. Here's Brissett. This is caught. Touchdown. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are able to move back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Hurts changing up the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to stand.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. To throw now in his own end zone. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? He's got a man, complete. A big play there. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Brissett. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Sly able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Swift. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll try and run here with Swift, and he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the top. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it works.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having... Get out of here!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They go play action with Brissett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Quan Martin there on the tackle. Three quarters have come and gone. Second and 9 from the 44. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Play fake, Brissett. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, kill. Go.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Hey, check.
On play action, Brissett. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there, and even 50 yards. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.